What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me check all the scenery, y'all. It's the one and only JP to the y'all. Today is a crazy, crazy, crazy day, y'all. It's a very crazy day, man. I'm telling y'all, it's crazy. And it's only gonna get crazier. That's the crazy thing about it. Today is a crazy day that's only gonna get crazy. Okay, we live. I'm making sure we live. I'm making sure the volume good. Yes. Okay. So we all the way live. The volume good. Everything is exactly where it's supposed to be at. I am here. It's been a while, y'all. It's been a while. I've had some issues with my eyes over the past about 2.5 months. So I've been thugging it out. But about 2 weeks ago, I ended up having to go to the ophthalmologist or the optometrist. I apologize. I had to go to the optometrist about 2 weeks ago, and they told me that I had severe dryness in my eyes. So I've had to wear my glasses. I may start wearing them on my live a little bit, depending on how I'm coming across on the screen. If I can read the text and everything, which I think I can. But this wasn't the first time I've had this issue. I actually went through the same thing about a year and a half ago, where I had to go see the same specialist, and they gave me some drops that I could actually use uh, with my contacts in. But now it's even worse, so I can't wear my contacts. So I've been dealing with that and fighting with that. So I haven't been live. um Everything was blurry for about 2 months, like literally. And I do so much work on the computer that it was definitely affecting me. Everything was blurry. If you've been on like Zooms with me, I had to like get all in the screen. um it was a terrible couple months for me. I'm still not all the way in the clear, but I feel a lot better. I can see things a little better. I've been using the drops for about 3 or 4 days now, so things are starting to clear up a little bit. But I wanted to make sure I got on here and talked about the one and only Donald J. Trump. I'm not gonna talk about Trump for the next 4 years, but we gonna definitely talk about this past week, y'all. This past week has been crazy. It's been a crazy week. Crazy week. Even I thought Trump was going to throw some Vaseline on it. That's the best way I can put it. I really thought he was gonna put a little Vaseline on it, but it's no Vaseline, y'all. It's no Vaseline. It's zero Vaseline. Shout out to Trump for using zero Vaseline. Like Trump jumped in office, he let out all his people right off the rip. Like he let off all his people, everybody that had caught them cases for the insurrection, including the some of the Proud Boys and all of that. He let everybody off. I don't think people realize how crazy that was, because there were people that had 18 years, 22 years that Trump walked in and let them off. You have people that have been fighting cases for 30, 40 years trying to get a presidential pardon, and there has been no love shown. But President Trump jumped in office, and the first day he let off everybody that had anything to do with the insurrection and was found guilty. I'm telling you, we are living in a crazy time, and this is going to be a complete shit show, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I love it. And I will talk about it as much as need be, but this week definitely deserves some coverage. So I'm making sure we talk about everything that Trump has done in his first week in office. If you have not seen what happened today, Trump freeze, Trump froze all of the government, all the federal funding. So you have Head Start programs, you have EBT program, all kind of things that are without funding today. They are without funding today. And people were actually asking, how bad can this be? How bad can Trump be? How much can he do? He can do whatever the hell he want to do. He can do whatever the hell he want to do. He's firing people he have no business firing. He's stopping programs he has no business stopping. Literally, if it does not fit his agenda, he has froze the money. That's it. That's it. Is that's it. It's no other reason for him to do what he's done except he feels like it. It does not align with my agenda. I'm freezing it. It does not do anything for me and what I'm trying to do. I'm stopping it. So that's what he's done today. So you're talking about some shelter for elderly or people that are not able to care for themselves. They won't have funds today. So they'll probably try to hang on as long as they can, but these programs have no funding. You're talking about medicine to the elderly, your grandmother, your grandfather, people like that will not have certain medications because Trump cut federal funding. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why because people actually ask, how bad could it be? How bad could it be? This is the first week, y'all. We have 3 more years and 51 weeks of this. They say, how bad could this be? How bad could it get? They really asked that, and then they asked it in a way that it was like he can't do anything and he's not the president. Like they asked it like when people ask how bad can it get or what more could he do or when people ask those type of questions, it make you realize like they don't understand how much power this man actually has. They don't understand it, and it does not matter until it affect you. It don't matter until your insurance rates skyrocket. It doesn't matter until your funds are cut off. It does not matter until your family members are affected and the things that you think are normal become abnormal and the things that you think are just something that you're supposed to have. You think this is your God-given right and Trump takes it away. That's when you are upset. When you feel like I can't lose this, and he take it. And he take it. This is what's going to affect you. You are talking about certain Head Start programs. So let's say the funding to the Head Start program is not reinstated in time and your kids cannot go to Head Start, then you cannot go to work. Rich people are not worried about Head Start. So Trump and his friends are not worried about the Head Start program. They're not worried about the Head Start program because they are not affected by it. They do not care about the Head Start program. You are affected by it if you are a single parent or even a parent in a relationship who usually drops their kid off or their children off at a Head Start program and go to work. Trump has just cut federal funding to the Head Start program. He has just cut federal funding to elderly programs, including their medications and things that they may need to live. But it does not matter to you because your family member is not dying in an old folks home or your family member does not need a Head Start program to keep their kids while they go work. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It is not about policies and different things like that. It's about somebody who does not care about anybody but themselves. So, yes, if he makes certain tax cuts, certain things may trickle down to you. But his proposed tax cuts right now do not do anything for the middle class or the lower class or anything like that. Trump is proposing tax cuts to the ultra wealthy right now. It has nothing to do with you. His tax cuts have nothing to do with you. And all y'all cared about was the price of milk and the price of tea in China. And I'm telling you, I'm telling you, we are not in a good place. The only thing we can do is band together and try to get through this. Let's talk about some of the other things. Let's talk about the DEI program. Let's talk about Trump out outright banning the DEI programs and firing people who were in positions to help the DEI. People do not understand what DEI is. It's diversity, equity, and inclusion. The DEI program was put in place for us, for minorities to be able to fight for certain positions that we were not even looked at for. We were not even able to look at certain positions because of the color of our skin or what was between our legs. And Trump set us back 60 years. He just set us back 60 years. I don't think people realize that not too long ago we were drinking out of separate fountains. Not too long ago we couldn't go to the same schools. Not too long ago we did not have the same health care. We did not have the same opportunities. And that is the America that they want to make. That is the great America that they were talking about. How are y'all looking at this and then making excuses for this? How are you watching this play out and then trying to make excuses for this? How are you proposing to support this man? Now, in any type of political arena, there is not everything that I disagree with. So let's talk about some of the things that I actually agree with. Let's go there first. I don't want to go all in the deep end while we go into DEI. I want to talk about some of the things that I actually understand. There are only two genders. There are only two genders. There are not four, five, six there are only two genders. You are either male or female. That is it. That is it. So I agree with Donald Trump in that aspect. There are only two genders. I am not teaching my children about others. There are only two genders. So I agree with that. All of this other stuff and transgender and all you are messing with what God created, and I do not agree with that. So I'm not acting like everything Trump says or does is wrong. I'm not doing that. Just like I didn't agree with everything or Kamala. I didn't even like Kamala, y'all. I just don't like Trump more. So we not even going there. There are only two genders, male, female. That's it. I'm never telling my children that there are three genders and you can be Q question marks and all of you tripping. You tripping. You tripping. You tripping. I'm not leaving room for any of that. I'm not leaving room to tell my children that they can change their gender and they can be happy with who they are. There are only two genders. I teach my children, you are a male or a boy, and you're supposed to do this. You are a female or a girl. This is what you're supposed to do. If my children are 18, 19, 20, 21, and they decide that they want to do something else, I have no other thing to do but to support them in the best way that I know how at the time. But I'm never teaching my children who are 11, 12, 13, 10, 9, whatever, that they have a choice about what gender they are or what they can identify as. You are a boy. That's it. You are a girl. That's it. So I do understand that point. There are a few other things that I actually understand. As far as people being on government assistance, if you are able to go out and get a job, there is no reason for you to be on government assistance. Go get your behind up and get a job, get a hustle, get something. Go get something. There is something you can give to the society. There is some type of benefit that you can give to the society if you are able to. If you are physically able to work, get your behind up and go to work. Don't lean on the system. If you can go to work, go to work. I'm cool with that. If you have a mental issue or some type of physical uh handicap, then that's okay. But there are a lot of able-bodied people who are refusing to go to work. And there are help wanted signs up and down 8 Mile. I'm just naming the strip. There are literally up and down 8 Mile. I'm up and down 8 Mile all the time. And I'm telling you, there are help wanted signs everywhere. Go get a job. So certain things I definitely understand. But to completely destroy the DEI programs and the different things like that is to say that there are black people in high positions. There are even white women in high positions that do not belong there. This is what the DEI thing and them trying to come after the DEI thing is trying to tell us. This is the message that they're giving us. This is the message that they're trying to portray to us is that there are people in high positions who are not white males and don't deserve to be there, but they were there because of this DEI program or inclusion or whatever. They trying to make it like diversity, equity, and inclusion is the only reason certain people got in positions. This is a problem because there are a lot of us who are a lot more qualified than they are, but they got in positions because of who they were. We've had presidents who didn't earn the right to be presidents because who they were, who their fathers were, who their family name was, and who put them through school. They have been in certain positions because of who they were. But they're going to tell us that we don't deserve to be in certain positions because who we are. This is a way to kill our confidence and to have us look at each other like we don't belong in certain places. I don't think people understand how this works on us mentally. So if you believe that we don't deserve DEI, or you believe that DEI has put certain people in positions who don't belong to be there, then you don't believe you are able to get there, or you believe that the only reason these people are where they are is because the white man or the system put them there because of DEI programs. So you look around and now you're looking at somebody like a Kamala Harris who was way more qualified than Trump. And I'm telling you, I couldn't stand, I'm not a fan of Kamala, but I'm just telling you that she was definitely more qualified than Trump, especially his first run. And then they're going to tell you that she's only where she is because she slept around or because of DEI when this man has done nothing to be in the position that he's in. This is what I'm telling you. It's all mental. So whether you believe in this type of government assistance or this type of help or this type of anything, it does not matter. What matters is that it's going to kill the confidence of that's why they're talking about it. They don't care if people hire DEI or whatever. They don't care about that. What they want to do is create some type of uh, dependency or some feeling of dependency amongst black people and other minorities. They want us to believe we are not capable. That's what they want to do. This is all mental, but people do not understand this. People don't understand this. And this is the reason why he didn't deserve to be in office. He don't deserve to get the attention that he's getting. He didn't deserve to be anywhere near a podium to talk about us or what we have going on because he doesn't care. So when you see people support him and they talk about what they're supporting, I don't mind you talking about it and you are um and you are not in a position uh to influence other people. But when you talk about a Snoop or the different people like that and they are supporting this, I don't think they get it. I don't think they get it. I don't care about Kamala Harris. I have been very vocal about that. I don't care about Joe Biden. I'm not a fan of either one of those two. Joe Biden was obviously senile half his whole presidency, at least. He probably was senile when he came into office, and they've been covering it up. But we are fighting a whole different demon. We are fighting a whole different demon. And this does nothing for the confidence of our children. This does nothing for us building up each other. This does nothing for us in our community because you have a lot of nonprofits running around right now that are helping our people. They are helping children. They are helping blacks. They are helping women who need help. They are helping us as a whole, minorities as a whole, the uh, middle to lower class people. They are helping them. Their funding is getting cut off. Their funding, he is attacking their funding. So, yes, it didn't matter at first when you thought this was about Kamala and President Trump, but this is something bigger. This is a person who has shown you he does not care about anybody that does not look like him, that does not shop where he shops, that does not do things that he do, that does not have what he has. He does not care, and that's a dangerous person. He does not care about the American society. He does not care about democracy. He does not care about what happens to your children. This man is telling you that something is wrong with people marrying into, listen, look into his two wives. Trump's wives are only here because they married him. He married foreigners. He married foreigners, and then he's telling you that that doesn't matter. I don't think y'all get it. I don't think y'all get it. And y'all still arguing about this because it hasn't hit home yet. Because your food have not, you're talking about the cost of eggs being 50 cents more or $1 more. You buy a carton of eggs once every other week. You buy a gallon of milk once every other week. You're talking about 10 to 15 extra dollars on your grunt. Now he cutting off everything. So now, if you don't need the help, your family members will need the help. The people around you will need some help. And you are in a position to where you can help them and risk drowning yourself because you don't know what the man is going to cut next. With him stopping the DEI programs, a lot of people got fired. They start changing titles and things, and he went back and said, no, that's not going to work. I want him fired. Now you have government freezes to where the money is not getting to the places that it needs to get to so people can help each other because it doesn't matter to him. His family don't need government funding. The people he know don't need government funding. And you have nobody to blame but yourself. So we talked about the government funding freeze. We talked about DEI. We talked about him actually letting out those people from January 6th. He let them out. One of them actually got killed either yesterday or the day before. They had a police stop and was tripping. They were tripping. The police killed one of the people that he let out. It wasn't even a whole week. These people are insane, but he let them out. Anybody that will rush the federal Capitol building is out of his or her mind. Donald Trump did not care. He let them out. They're going to paint these people as law-abiding citizens who made a bad decision. If I went out tomorrow and made a bad, I'm not going to be a law-abiding citizen who made a bad decision. I'm going to be a travesty to the American safety. I'm going to be all kind of menaces to society. Stop believing the hype, man. We are fighting a very uphill battle, and we need to get prepared for this battle. We need to get prepared for this uphill battle. We are fighting a real battle. We're fighting a real battle against a real demon, and we need to get prepared for it. Stop believing the hype. Stop thinking what more can he do, because shit rolls downhill and we will be affected by it. If you are not affected by it now, your mother, father, uncle, aunt, somebody whom you love is affected by the freezes that Donald Trump has just put on the federal funding, and you will pay for it eventually. If you have a child in Head Start, they may not be able to go to Head Start next week because funding was just cut off. If you have a aunt or an uncle or a grandfather or grandmother who needs medicine, they may have just been cut off of their medicine because federal funds were cut to certain healthcare programs. You are worried about the wrong thing. I don't care about certain policies. I did not pretend that I knew all of the policies. I did not pretend that I cared about Kamala Harris and Joe Biden or whatever else they had going on the Democratic side. But what I do know and what I did know and I did express is that Donald Trump did not deserve to be in anybody's Oval Office again because he did not care about anybody but himself. And he has done nothing but show that over the past week. And I hear people making up excuses for him. Now, I do understand that certain things have been lies and propaganda, and I'm not going off of none of that. I'm talking about what has been proven and what he has done, including those crazy tax proposals that he just listen, y'all. People were worried about tax cuts. Oh, we'll get tax. No, you're not. You're paying more in taxes under Donald Trump tax laws. And the new proposed tax, listen, y'all, he's only trying to give tax cuts to the ultra wealthy. They're talking about putting more taxes on single parents. They're talking about taxing single parents more. That's what the proposal is. The elderly will be at higher tax rates. People in school will be taxed more. His people not worried about that. This is what y'all signed us up for. Now, I'm not about to be on here arguing with Trick or Snoop Dogg or anybody else that went and got paid to perform at these inaugurations or anything else that he did at Trump rally. I don't care about that, man. If you were crazy, you crazy. That's your business. Or if you only care about money, you only care about money. What people fail to realize is I am a down the heart street person. I grew up totally in the streets. I've seen people kiss ass for a lot less than $1.5 million. And I've seen people kiss ass to people who have told on family members, raped family members, did all kind of stuff. And they do not care as long as they can make some money with them. So I am not surprised. Not in the least bit. Not in the least bit. But what you got to realize is these people don't care about our people. So at what point do we stop supporting them? At what point? I grew up off Snoop Dogg. Fuck Snoop Dogg. I'm telling you. I'm not worried. I don't care about Snoop Dogg. I definitely don't care about Nelly. I don't care who Nelly perform in front of. I don't care. What are we talking about? We have way bigger issues than somebody performing at a Trump rally or his inauguration or anything else. We have way bigger issues. And we need to get it together or this is going to end bad. This can end very bad. If we don't get this together, we will be in a very terrible spot in 4 years. Come on, y'all. They about to cut funding to so many programs that affect the inner city. And y'all talking about the price of eggs, man. Fuck Donald Trump.